We live. I bring to you episode 20 of Going Live with the MC. Not gonna lie, this is getting better and better. 20 episodes in, this is crazy, man. I didn't really know what I was doing when I first started this, but I knew what I wanted to do. Shout out to y'all that's tuning in. Jay Skills, Reese the director. So this is the 20th episode Going Live with the MC. I cannot accept your request because I have a guest coming in. So if you're unfamiliar with what's going on, this is Going Live with the MC, where I interview a bunch of my homies from the industry, the people that I know on my way in the journey, we get to have a lot of interesting conversations. Y'all get to meet some really cool people and understand what we go through in the industry, So if you got the time, stay tuned in. If you got any questions for the guest, there's a chat bubble right there with a question mark in it, So it's welcome for everybody, So yeah, today my guest is Sarai Wildheart. She's a dope singer. She's also into PR. If y'all don't know what that is, that's public relations. And they basically handle all the behind the scenes work of making an artist pop. They handle things like EPK packages. They do like show management. There is it. I mean, she's gonna come on definitely to explain that more. But they wear many hats, and they are hugely responsible for a lot of artists going to the top for real. So we're gonna see in a minute. She should be ready to join in. Shout out to y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Again, if you have any questions, there's a chat bubble at the bottom right with the question mark in it. Click it, ask your question. At some point during the interview, we will ask the question. Yeah. So yeah, just to recap, this is 20 episodes Going Live with the MC, and we're gonna celebrate. I got that good old Team Reef merch, Anybody can get it now. So just hit me up. I got hoodies, I got t-shirts. Working on getting some hats, working on getting some sweats. Words. So we getting there, things is growing, everything is working. The album is out now. They on two websites, they're on Bandcamp or Even. It's 50 cents on Even if you want to just spend 50 cents, but it's definitely $5 on Bandcamp. So whatever you want to pay on either website, that's fine. So yeah, it's out. But make sure y'all go check that out. The Unexpected Volume 3 MC Reef is lit. We're just waiting on a guest to join in, and we'll start the interview. Let me see. Yeah, just sent another invite. Shout out to y'all for tuning in. Whoever's tuned in right now, stick around. We got a great interview coming up. It's about to be fire. It's sponsored by, what up, Nico? Yeah, so this episode is sponsored by Reef's Edibles. I got like half an edible right here. And we got some good old white wine on the side. Shout out to the guest, Sarai Wildheart. She just tuned in. We're just waiting for her to join the live, and we're lit. That's a fact. Appreciate you, fam. The merch is definitely fire. Definitely fire. Let's go. Let's get the guests in here. Yo, Hayes, what up, fam? How you doing? Shout out to you for tuning in. This episode 20, Going Live with the MC. You might learn a thing or two. We got a dope guest coming onto the show. We're just trying to get her in right now. She's here though. Yes, sir, my brother. We're gonna tap in for sure. Definitely. Let's not let this year go by. You heard? All right, we getting the guest involved right now. Give it a second. Is my merch free? Yeah, it's free after you pay for it. It's free to go. Shout out to you. What's good? Everybody,
Yeah.
welcome my guest, Sarai Wildheart.
What's up, everybody? What's up? How y'all doing?
Yeah, we lit, we lit. Um, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. Today's a great day. How
What
about
makes
you?
today so great? Huh?
So, how about you? How you feeling?
No, I said what makes today so great?
Oh, it was just one of those. Woke up, the sun was shining. You feel me?
Heard
Like
you.
it's my day off, so I'm really happy. I got to
Oh,
sleep
I
in.
heard
You
you.
feel me? Yeah. So it's like, what's up? I knew I was getting on this interview today. I get to
That's
talk to
dope.
you and the people about what I got cooking up. So
It's
I'm in
fire.
great spirits.
So what's the weather like out there? You know
I'm
you
not gonna hold you. It's brick. Like Atlanta been getting really cold lately, and this is not normal. Now it's like 15 degrees today.
right.
Yeah, but we still don't got no snow.
Oh, we
So
do.
we, I know.
Yeah, we
So
definitely got it.
I'm grateful for that. So I'm like, all right, as long as we ain't got no snow, we chilling. This
Yeah,
ain't nothing to New Yorker.
yeah. It ain't nothing, honestly. I mean, once they clear the grounds, everybody be right back outside. But yeah, I mean, I think next month or so is definitely gonna be really, really cold. As always, it's always February. But anyways, um, so you're an R&B singer.
Yes.
You're into public relations, the business side
Yep.
of things, and um, you just really have a knack for knowing exactly where you want to go with this. I mean, at least that's what it seems to me like. You know exactly what you want to do, and you act accordingly. I think that's a pretty dope skill to have. A lot of us don't really have that. And it's not that we are, when I say we, I guess I'm trying to speak for everybody, even if they don't need to be spoken for, is whatever. But
Right.
um, some people just honestly don't feel like they either need to develop that kind of skill or they just feel like it's just too stressful to have it. You know,
Mm.
but you seem to find the fine line in between it.
Well, first of all, thank you. Like, I feel like that's a major like accomplishment and a compliment because it's hard for you to really figure out what you want to do. I've been in love with music for so long, and to be honest, I'm still figuring out what I want to do. But it's like I know the impact that I want to create.
Uh,
Most importantly, so it's like once I have that impact, then I just trickle everything else down. Like, how can I get to that? But the PR stuff, that was never a part of the plan. That just happened. It just happened along the way, but it like wove together, and it
that's
it was a
fire.
great fit type of thing.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Nah, so since you have experience in both, we're going to be breaking down both. Um,
All right, let me get my wine ready.
I just heard you.
Cheers. I got a sangria going on.
Or I got the Pinot,
Mm.
but so when did you start getting into business? Like, what was like your interest? I guess, like, I mean, aside from like wanting to know it, like, what did you really like hope to accomplish by jumping into this?
Um, so I started my first business in 2018 where I decided to be a business consultant because I had just went through the process of finding out what it takes to start a business, how to get my business started, and pretty much like still trying to figure out what I want to do in business while helping other people start their business.
Mm,
And I realized I was good at it, but I didn't love it. And I have a background in communications and journalism, English.
right,
So
that's fire.
somewhere along the line between being an artist, um, and creating that structure for being a professional artist, like learning the things that I had to have to be taken seriously, to send out, to pitch myself. I found PR, and it's really kind of like business consulting, but just more so for your brand and marketing instead. So, um, pretty much what really happened was my cousin, who's a financial money management specialist, she became a part of this organization called Promote Her Network. And it was pretty much a network promoting women owned businesses.
Mm.
And I joined as a business consultant. And then from there, she got me thinking and doubling down on my business. Like, well, what do you really love to do? And I said, well, I love to help artists reach their goals the same way I'm reaching my goals. And
Right.
I found out there was a thing called public relations, and I deal with people and helping creatives and entrepreneurs start their business, expand their business. Yeah.
That's dope. That's a great breakdown too. Um,
Thank you.
so I hope y'all taking notes, man, because there's gonna be a lot of gems in this one. Um, so how do you find it easy to, I guess, gain new clients when you are like starting out your business, or even now, like that you're into it? Do you find it easy to like find artists to work with?
Nowadays, finding artists is easy because, quite frankly, everybody wants to be an artist now because it's
Right.
easier than it was 10 years ago.
Mhm.
When everybody was telling us, oh, it's not a real career. But now with technology and social media, especially, there's, so many outlets for you to be an artist, even if you're not trying to be
Mhm.
professional, but like just, sharing your craft with people. Yeah, there are more artists that are open with their craft now. So it can
Right.
be easy to find artists to work with, but finding the ideal client is not easy and actually takes a
Right.
lot more work being intentional with the type of clientele that you're trying to attract.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope. Um, and do you prefer quality artists, or you just like kind of whoever got the bag? I mean, because you are running a business, so
Right.
how does that work for you?
That's a great question.
Got you. I'm
Um,
outside.
personally, I can't really help someone expand if I don't see the vision or believe in the sound,
Hmm.
because then I just be like pump faking, like,
Mm.
and if I don't believe in it, I can't do it. So it's not just about the bag for me. Like I have to really respect what you do, who you are as an artist,
Mhm.
and where you want to go to then be able to be like, okay, yeah, I could work with you. Because I've picked up some clients where it's just like, okay, it's a bag. In the beginning, that's how I was thinking,
Mhm.
and then I come to find out, you know, this person that I'm working with, we don't really see eye to eye. We're not compatible in personality, which can make the business relationship difficult. There's
Mhm.
a lack of understanding, either because you're putting up the money, you're like, just do what I say do. And I'm like, that's not how this works.
Wow.
Like, I have a certain guideline that I'm following to
Right.
help you push your career. You're not a specialist in PR. You just have your opinions of what you think it's going to do, but that's not what the
Right.
stats show. You feel me? And sometimes you can't lean too much into the stats either, because sometimes there are just surprises that the stats couldn't predict. A song that you
Right.
could think this is gonna be it is not it. The crowd's not feeling it, and vice versa.
Right.
So it really depends on the sound, because even if I can't make nobody, you feel me, like your brand or play your music. So everything is all pitching. And when you're pitching, you have to really believe in something to be a salesperson for it. So it's like, I know me, if
Right.
I don't really believe in it, I'm going to be nonchalant in it, because I understand that the quality is not really what I'm pushing. Like it's not up to
Right.
par with how I'm pushing it. So it's just like I can't put 100% behind something when I'm authentic to me and my brand and authentic to my customers or just to the public, but then pushing a falsely coded, product or, song to the fan base is kind of like, nah, like you're faking it.
Nah, I feel that. I feel
Yeah.
that. I feel that.
And I'm just not good at
Um,
faking
nah, nah.
it.
I trust me. I already know, man. It's deep. Listen, it's really that deep out here, man. Like
Yeah.
sometimes it's like it's really a struggle to like just be a standout authentic person. Like it just doesn't work nowadays to just be authentic on your own. Like somehow you just gotta find a way to like really like make people see you like in a sense, like without actually compromising yourself. But it's like a lot of times, we go through moments where we have to kind of like demand our respect. So let's talk about one of those moments for you. Is there a time where you felt like, you was really, you felt like you was really growing in the biz, and then you just so happened to, let's just say, you meet this one artist. I know you mentioned something about them saying, "Do what I say." So talk about like a time where you really actually had to set the record straight, like, yo, this is who you are, and that person, or I guess the following clients after, like, learn to like put some respect on your name.
Um, that's funny because the client that I actually had to do that with wasn't a music artist. They were like a podcast. And
Hmm.
they were like, we want to be pushed like this, we want to be seen like this, we want you to do this, but they can never get the content to me on time. So it's like if I'm scheduling rollout plans and drop dates, release dates, and all this type of stuff, if you don't get me the content on time, and that means I have to pivot every time we schedule something. If we schedule for something next week, the date is Friday that I need this by. So I can do my fixings over the weekend so it could drop first thing. But then when there are so many things that are coming in last minute and then I constantly have to pivot, it's just like outside of the business, I'm also a person. I still got my own stuff, my own brand, my own things to do. So it's like if I create a timeline for you and you're not staying in the timeline, then now you're intersecting with me and my other stuff to then have to make me go out my way to do things the way you want it. Where it's just like we came up with a system, let's follow the system. I understand life happens, but it's not gonna happen how you just want it to happen just because you're paying me. Like
Right,
everything has to be rearranged now. So pretty much sometimes you have to put your foot down, let the client know this is what I need to get the job done in a reasonable amount of time. If at any point any of these things get intercepted, I'm sorry, but it's not gonna work like that. Now we either have to take a week break, you feel me, restructure everything, or just have some time in between to now have to reset the timeline.
right,
So it's kind of like you got to put your foot down by standing on we need to do it this way, not the way that you think we need to do it, while still being respectful and polite. So it is going to test
for
your
that.
patience. That's definitely a
Yeah.
skill that you need to have, and customer service, because you can't talk to people
Mhm.
crazy. Because if I talk to you crazy, you're going to talk to me crazy. Now it's a back and forth, and we're just reacting. We're not listening and, responding to understand each other to make it work.
Right.
Now it's just emotional.
I feel that. I feel that. And I realize too now that I'm actually in the business now that a lot of people careers don't take off because they don't understand the business.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just want everything to be done. Like especially once they find out that there's other people that do stuff that they don't have to do. And yeah,
Yeah,
they just become a whole different animal, and it's just like not in a good way at all. They like as you said, they expect you to do everything the way that they want it to be, and it's like, nah, bro, it's a whole procedure.
right.
Like we really,
Or they expect the business to form around them, to conform to them
yeah, hmm
in a sense, where it's just like, oh, I understand, you think that it's best to do this, but I want to do it this way.
Mm.
But what do you have to back that up? Have you done tests? Have you done any market research? Like, is this because of the analytics that you're seeing on your IG? Like, do the people want this, or do you just want this? And sometimes you have to
Right.
sacrifice what you want for the bigger picture,
Facts.
because you're on the inside, and sometimes when you're on the inside, you're too close to it. You can't see it clearly.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact.
Yeah.
Um, so amidst everyone's expectations, what are the exact roles that you actually have to do when you are taking on a client? Does it first off, sorry, does it depend on their role? Is it like, do they have to be like a music artist, or can they be anyone else? I guess like maybe let's just say an athlete or anything like that. Like, is it strictly just music?
It's not strictly just music. My clientele has ranged from artists to entrepreneurs to
Okay,
even like hairstylists,
that makes
estheticians, people in like health and wellness, herbalists.
sense.
Um, the
Overall,
common denominator,
that's
yeah,
fire.
like I've been diving into like holistic medicine since
Mm,
20 happened and everything, and that caused me to meet a lot of people in that field. And I've been having some things that I'm working on, on the back end outside of music.
flags,
It's too
flags.
much into that, but I'm really out in like different areas trying to learn and experience, other professions. But
So that's
but
that fire.
the common denominator that I find myself giving a lot of myself is the empowerment coaching that I naturally just do as a person, that
Mhm,
I'm incorporating in my business now, because I see majority of what people need behind, the funding and the fan base is they need support, like
mhm.
real emotional, genuine support. People that really believe in them as a person, believe in the vision, even if they can't see it. Now, sometimes I have clients that come to me with visions, and I'm just like, okay, I don't see it, but I see the song, or I see the music video, I see the potential,
Right.
and now I'm gonna let you do what you do for like the first month to see if it works, or to see
Mhm.
where the challenges are coming in at, to see then how I can help, add to it. But it's definitely the empowerment. People need that voice of reason when, you know, when they're either too emotional about something or care something about it too much. They just might need a different perspective from someone on the outside. They need that support to push you where you think, oh, it's over. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should just take a break or quit. No, let's keep going. Okay, this didn't work out like we thought it did. The stats
Mhm.
was right. We had all the information, but it still didn't work out. We don't know why. Let's take some time to figure it out. And just having that patience with people to let them know this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. We can do the content right for a year and you still may not go viral. It's all about what the people want from you, what goals you're trying to do. Is there a reasonable amount of time set
Mhm.
for those goals? Because you can't have a major goal and think it's going to happen in 3 months. For some people, it does. For some people, it
Mhm.
doesn't. You really have to learn your pace in life, and that's not easy for someone to learn because you don't
Mhm.
know, and you may think it's going to come at a certain way, but then life may, and now the pace changes. But can you still keep up with that pace even if it's
Mhm.
going to take a little longer?
Okay, interesting.
I hope that
I like that.
answers the question.
Now, uh, you did
I kind of went off in a little
you,
tangent.
you did, but no, I guess I think I was I was looking for I guess like what was I looking for? I think it was like the like what can you like provide for the artist? I guess like the type of resources that they would need, so to speak.
Okay, so when we're speaking resources,
Mm.
I'm sorry, I got caught up in the comments. Ayo, shout out to AE,
Shout out
bro.
to
What's up, bro?
AE. That's actually my guest on Friday. Um, Thanks for
Hey.
tuning in, bro. You get to see how the vibes go. This is how the episodes go a lot. So be ready for Friday, man. We outside. Shout out to my guy Jay Jump, man, if he's still in here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, man. If y'all got any questions, shout out to Christina, always tuning in, showing love. If y'all got any questions, hit that bottom right section right there with the question mark. Ask a question. She's here for y'all, you know. She's dropping gems. She's here to let y'all know everything going on. Um, but yeah, so
The
if
research.
I'm if me as an artist, I'm coming to you and I'm saying, hey, I need your help going to the next level. What can you provide for me? Like, if I'm paying you, what are you gonna provide for me?
Okay. So the first thing that I do is I provide audits for artists to see where they are in their journey. What are the
Hmm.
strong areas? What are the weak areas? From there, I'll do content creation or content planning.
Hmm.
Before I used to do everything together, but I realized depending on the artist, it can be a lot. So now I just do one or the other, which is if you already have the content, I'll plan and schedule the content to go out for you.
Hmm.
Or if you don't have the content, I'll come up with ideas and help you strategize on the type of content that will be best for you, type of thing.
All
Um,
right.
out. Then there's bookings. So I have connections with A&Rs, major labels, booking agencies to help you get the exposure you need, whether it's interviews, getting on podcasts, getting on magazine
Mm.
covers, um, booking shows, booking tours. I have access to all types of networking events. Currently, I'm working with Hype Magazine right now, which is kind of
Mhm.
like a ball job. I ain't really let nobody know this is a MC Reef exclusive, y'all.
Fire, fire. You heard it here first.
Right. So I'm working with Hype Magazine on upcoming series, a networking event series with live performances
So
that we're going to be hosting in New York City. Our first event is coming up February 17th. It's a
amazing.
Saturday. Yeah, the flyer is going to drop around next week, so I'm going to make sure I get that to you so you can share it with your audience. Yeah, we're going to be bringing in like all the top officials to do panels to really get with these artists so y'all can
Nah, that's fire.
you feel like you need to talk to to get in whatever rooms you want to be in, achieve whatever goals you want to get. I have access to marketing. So if
Hmm.
you got all that stuff, got all your branding, but now you just need to push and you have a budget to, really push your music, we got that too. I got people
Okay.
that have over 750K streams on their music and they did
Mm.
it within the last year from touring and going on shows and just being outside promoting themselves.
Mm.
So billboards, we got that too. Any type of advertising, we got it.
That's fire, fire, fire. That's dope. Thank you for providing that.
Yeah.
Um, I hope a lot of artists actually take advantage of that. Like, I hope they actually appreciate, people like you because it's hard to, find that, like, for genuine artists, because everybody just wants like the next big thing. There's like a whole bunch of people that just do it for the hype, and they know like whatever, I guess, whatever is hype in the industry, that's what they continue to follow. And it's like,
Hmm.
how come you don't like, dig deep and like find the gems, So
Yeah. And
what's your competition like? Oh, sorry, which was you gonna
um,
say?
sorry, my last thing I was gonna add was, as much as I could be like, running behind the major label artists and stuff, now that I've kind of like entered into that field,
Mm.
I'm still about the independent artists. Like I'm specifically for the independent artists.
Mm.
Like I want to be able to take y'all to those major rooms because there are so many indie artists that deserve to be able to, whether you want to get signed or whether you just want to partner with the label and get that machine behind you. Like I'm truly interested in keeping you authentically yourself while getting you the publicity that you want in the major world.
Facts. That's dope. So what kind of competition do you face like within your role? Like, is there anybody that you feel like you gotta actually like do better than? Not so much as do better than, but stand out against.
Um, Nah. And I don't really look at it that way because there's, for one, there can be so much competition. Like PR is a big field. Like there are hundreds of PR personnel per city, okay? And that's off the rail. Like being in the PR community, there's so many groups of people, and that varies by like age and generation and status. So it's just like if you look at it from the whole, yeah, there's hella competition. But for where I'm at, I'm like I don't see competition because
Mm,
person is going to be great. They could be
I
great,
feel that.
but they're not going to bring what I have. And for me, one thing that every person that works with me sees is I care about you.
Mm,
Like it's not just a business relationship unless it's like, we just draw the line right there. Some people you know who to do that with. But with other people, it's like, no, you become my friend in a sense because I believe in you. Like, I'm spending so much time with you because I have to get to know who you are
right.
accurately to promote. Like I like to spend my time with the people that I'm working with. So it's like I I feel like I just
Right.
have more of a hands-on
Word.
personality when it comes to work type of thing. So now I
Nah,
don't see no competition because I'm in my lane and nobody's in my lane but me.
that's dope.
And I'm big
Dope.
on collaboration. So it's just like even if, I have a client that has a PR person already, or maybe they have a team and they're bringing me in their team, I work with all those around me. It's no, oh, I gotta try to be better than this person or that person. No, I'm working with your team. I'm a part of the team. You feel me? I'm a team player to make the team stronger. But by myself, I'm a force as well.
Right. That's a fact. I like that.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a fact, man. And that's what I'm saying. It's not a lot of collaborations going on. Everyone is just like, oh, I'm better than you, though.
Right.
So yeah, it's just weird, man. I don't get it.
I'm not
I really just wish we can all work together.
facts. So, I'm I'm really just trying to connect, build, and unify. Like I would say those are like my my objectives in my business.
Right.
You in order to help people, you have to connect with them to understand them. Then once you do that, you have to unify yourself with them, find like-minded things and how we can work together.
Mhm.
And then you build. But people try to build without really connecting with people, and that's when shady business start going on, and that's when things crumble. So it's like that don't work.
Facts. So, what's your hold on. Sorry, let me back up a little bit. You spent a little bit of time as a tour manager. Am I'm right about that? Yes.
Yeah.
Um, you was a tour manager. So talk about that experience. Like, what were your highlights as a tour manager?
Being a tour manager was the highlight of my 2023. It was a great experience. I started at the top of the year stepping into the tour manager role where I did my first tour. It was a
Hmm.
Florida tour. It was like 4 days. We did um, Orlando, Jacksonville, and Miami.
Hmm.
Being a tour manager is great because, for one, I'm mostly behind the scenes anyway, so I get to manage everything. I got to put everything together from routing the tour, what cities we're gonna go to, what order we're gonna go to them, you know, whether we flying out or whether we driving out, get in the car, you feel me, scooping up the artists. It's a hands-on position. And because I'm already hands-on with my client, it was great to really be hands-on with other artists from different states. Like I'm meeting you, you feel me? Like I've had contact with you setting it up, but meeting you for the first time when I come pick you up, like, yo, what's up?
Right.
You feel me? We have the introduction, you playing your music in the car. We either we got everybody at once or we're going to get everybody one by one,
Right.
and then we're in Airbnb with the artists. We're all listening to each other music, talking to each other, learning each other's backgrounds, you feel me, really connecting with all different types of artists with different sounds and having them come together and then doing a show, everybody, you know, just killing it back and forth in their own way. You feel me?
Right.
Like a variety of artists, from rappers to singers to, you know, sometimes poets, and it it's a vibe. Like
Mm-hmm.
creating it, like really setting up the whole structure of it at first, it seemed big and overwhelming, and oh, we gotta, you know, focus on all these little intricate parts, because if we don't, then that could affect, you know, the show later, or, you know, the structure of how everybody connects. There's a structure
Mm-hmm.
to that. You don't just take people and throw them in a room and say, all right, you know, be on the road with each other, because, you know, different personalities, you know, we got a schedule, we have an itinerary, sometimes we don't sleep, like all those
Mm-hmm.
things add into it. So it's like I really got to experience the behind the scenes setting it up, and then being in the forefront of it, and on the day to day taking the artist to shows in the Airbnb. You feel me?
Mm.
It was a great experience. Like, think about production. So it's also, throughout my journey, I've picked up some production skills, and I have previous experience as a stage manager in a theater setting. So now transferring that to music and production and a stage setup type of thing, you know, um, that's my, it's a skill set that I have, and I love setting things up because I know how I would want it as an artist. So to be able to set that up for other artists, for them to love it too, and then to experience it as it's happening, you feel me? It's
Right.
an amazing feeling, because helping I'm helping create somebody else's dream, and then I'm helping them like live the dream that they want to live, or live the life that they want to live, experience a dream, like however you want to word it, really, type of thing. I'm helping you achieve what you want most in life, and it's also something that I want most in life for myself as well, but I'm experiencing it on two different spectrums, because I want it for me and I actually want it for you too.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fire.
And it's amazing.
Um,
I get to connect with all the, you know, the A&Rs, all the label execs, the CEOs, the owners of everything. Like
that's
literally
dope.
just all. I get to shake hands with them, talk to them, see their perspective of things, and it's a great spot to be. Being a tour manager was amazing, and
So
I'm planning to continue that.
that's fire. Did you meet anybody that you wanted to meet?
Um, I didn't really have any expectations on who I was going to meet,
Mm.
because I just knew the possibility was high, and I didn't know. I didn't really know, you know, like who was gonna come out to what.
Right, right,
But
right.
I'm gonna say no for that one. But I did get to meet a lot of people that I didn't know I needed to meet.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Heard
So
you, heard you.
it wasn't who you wanted, but it was someone that you needed to help somewhere to get you to who you want.
Right,
Period.
right, right, right,
So
right. I feel that.
who watch how y'all be acting in these rooms that y'all be getting into. Watch who you're talking to. Watch who
Mhm.
you're not talking to. For real, for real.
That
Don't
part.
be judgmental in
That,
these rooms. Oh, I want to talk to him. He got the chain and the bling, and he fresh. Nah. Talk to that person that's in the corner that look regular, that's not saying nothing. Then tell me the type
mm-hmm.
of person you had for real.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Word, word. That's dope. That's dope. So what else I was gonna ask? Um, what were the lows of being a tour manager? Like, what were some things you were just like, you know what? I should quit right now. Where's the Uber? I'm out of here.
Uh, fortunately, it was never that bad. It was never like, fuck this shit. I'm out. Fuck this. Nah, it was more like, all right, this is getting me tight. I'm trying to be professional, but this might make me step out my character for real. But
Right.
um, but I would say the most thing is no sleep sometimes. Like
Mm.
if we're doing a tour where we're in one city for a week or two cities for a week, that's fine because it's a couple of days here and there. But when
Hmm.
you one of those tours where it's like a 5 to 7 day tour and you're in a different city every night and you gotta wake up early, go to sleep late, and then wake up early and go to sleep late, it lack of sleep, disturbs your body's alignment. Okay, irritated, you're hungry, you don't want to be in a car full of people, you got personal life stuff going on, you don't
Hmm.
really have the privacy type of thing. Like you're sharing rooms with people, so it's just like you're sharing space. Like you might not always get along with someone that's there. And now, okay, we've had a disagreement, but we still got the rest of this tour. So it's not like we either gonna sit here and have attitudes with each other and make it, you feel me, a bad experience, or be mature about it, be professional, and just hold it down until it's over. And then you don't have to talk to that person if you don't want to. But
Right.
it is a challenge to stay, respectful and responsible around people that you may not get along with and not being able to just, press them like you would back home because you're in a different city. Because it's not your people. And we're not tolerating no fighting, you feel me, in these environments. We create a safe place for everybody. So if you disturb that, we're sending you home and now you wasting money.
Mm.
Yeah, we're not playing that. You playing
Yeah, that's fire.
like we'll put you in a hotel. You feel me? Like if it's like an overnight thing, we'll put you in a hotel for that day to get you separated. But you need to be able to collect yourself and come back and carry it out. Or you can go home, or you can cover your expenses because now you can't stay in the tour house. So now you're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna do because you started and escalated this problem or escalated this problem. And if
Right.
we gotta keep you separate, that's something you caused. You feel me? So it's like that's
Makes
not our
sense.
responsibility. We're not
Makes
liable.
sense.
Yeah.
Nah. So,
I would just say, on tour, you're just dealing with a lot of personalities. And then life does not stop because you're on tour. You can have a
yep.
great tour and life back home be going crazy. Like
Yep. 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 I've been there.
it's
Ah, shit.
yeah,
Yeah, on
it's
the down.
really keeping your mental right. You feel me? It's because you're gonna have fun. You're in a different state. You're experiencing different things with new people. Like you feel me? We're doing photo shoots. We're having beach days. Like we're using everything for content. Like
Yep.
we're we're having fun. We're bonding. Like we're going out to eat together. Like you feel me? We're really just doing what we all love to do together as a team and
Yep.
taking each other to different heights. So you're gonna have a great time. But it's all about, just your mental
Hmm.
and being able to hold everything together while you're going through different things.
Nah, that's fire, man. I mean, the way you broke it down from your perspective, I went through everything you just said in 2022 when I had my little run and I was going like the whole year just running
Mhm.
through different shows, different states, going in and out the country and all that on tour. It was just like I was doing the same, like just dealing with the personalities, like just going to shows, like just trying to understand like how like energy and professionalism works as an artist. Like everything just involved with like really making sure that your experience goes great, and I don't know, it always goes up or down, but as long as you take advantage and have your fun and get the best out of your experience, what can you really say about it? Like you got through it. You started it and you finished it. So I think that's pretty dope. You get to go through those experiences.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how many tours have you done? Well, you've been around.
Hold on, let me see. All right, so we're recapping 2023. I started off the Florida tour, then we did the Day Summit tour in New York. Then after that, we did the press junket tour in Dallas. After that, we did the ATL conference. Then we did the New Orleans Essence Fest tour. Then we did Rolling Loud. Then
Mm.
we did Day Summit Dallas. Then we did the Revolt weekend. Then we did the North Carolina tour. Okay, so yeah, I've done 10 tours.
Fire.
10 tours this year. And that's
That's
because
tough.
I stopped in October. So yeah, I didn't do the Phoenix tour, or else it would have been more. But yeah.
That's
Yo,
yeah.
yeah, because I was doing a tour a month, and then there was 1 month where it was like 2 tours back to back. So it's like touring
Wow.
a lot, y'all. Like it's fun, but it does take a lot. Like
Mm. I feel that. Well, yeah, man, you got to see a lot of places though. That was pretty
yeah,
cool.
like granted, I've seen these places before, but it was great to see it in a different like
Hmm.
setting, like for a different purpose. But yeah, we covered all of Florida pretty much. We
Mm.
did We've been hitting Houston, Dallas, and Texas lately. Like pretty much, we've been all over Texas this year. We've been out in Arizona. We out in Cali. We we already dominate New York. Like that's just given. Like yeah, so but we out. Well, I'm eventually also trying to be out the country with it. Like my goal is to get to Europe. Like we out there too.
You need to, man. There's a lot of dope talent out there, that could use your help PR wise, and the people love us music wise. So just come out there with that fire, and you'll be great. Um, so yeah, speaking of, before we segue into the career, you are or were formerly, well, how can I say it? Formerly primarily known as an R&B artist. I mean, now, we don't know what to call you because you do so many things, but you were formerly primarily known as an R&B artist. While doing your PR work and being a tour manager, were there any moments where you got to like sneak in your superstar moment where you was like, yo, I do music too? Like,
Hell yeah. There was way more moments that I took advantage of because I was trying to remain in that professional setting and not fuck it up and just be like, oh yeah, well you know what? Like let me pitch myself too. Some things is just for either the artist I'm working with, you feel me? Or
mhm,
like in that moment, just professionally as a tour manager. Um and it's good to I think it's good to have that balanced relationship because they know I'm not just messing with them because I want to get put on as an artist. Like I actually just like professionally like
I feel that.
yeah, like it's just a natural connection type of thing. Um, but hmm, but yeah, there were definitely some moments where I was just like, oh, I'm a singer songwriter. Like I always say, singer songwriter, then publicist. I can't just be like, oh yeah, publicist. Like nah, just like everything. So you can come to me for different stuff. Like if you need a verse, I could sing on that too. I could write some stuff.
Right.
You feel me?
I
Like
feel
I'm a
that.
poet first, so I really just like to rhyme. It don't. I'm really good at separating it. Like you feel
Mhm.
me? Either way, I'm just gonna talk my stuff.
So,
Yeah,
then you got to
but
promote yourself. Word. You have
yeah,
to.
like you
You
have
have
to.
to. Word. So, um, what age did you start doing music? Like, where did that come from? And like, I always want to know, like, for singers, how did you know you can sing?
Hmm. Well, for me, like I grew up around music. Like my mom played the piano. She played drums. My grand, my great grandmother the same. My great grandmother could sing, but I I would just sing as a child for real, and nobody would tell me I was bad. Like it wasn't like I be quiet for real, for real. It just be like, oh, okay, she's singing. So I was
Um,
just like, ah, like I guess, you know, I guess when I was younger, it was never about being good or bad. I just sang because I loved it. And then, you feel me? I grew up in church. So by like three, they put you on stage and they're going to have you say some things or sing a little song. And you
Mhm.
feel me? Singing. And I think I realized by like, mm, yeah, I don't think I really knew I could sing until I got to high school, and you feel me? I was in high school for performing arts, but like I would just grow up singing, and it was just like I, I was the music kid. Like I just like I did music. I played piano. Like I sang. Like I rhymed. Like I was just creative expressively, and like it was for God. Like they don't, I don't know. Like, yeah, I would just say that. Yeah.
Nah, that's funny because it was literally the opposite for me. Like I was not known for music at all. Like I just came straight out of left field.
Oh, you just popped up and people were like, "Dang, you nice." Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
like it's like they like what it wasn't even like damn you nice. It was like for a long time it was like you make music like they didn't even it's like they didn't even like listen to it. They just like knew that they saw me doing it or somehow found out about it and it was like for real like since when? And then like
yeah,
over the years, people just like start to ask, hey, you still doing it? And then like they just start tuning in over time.
yeah,
And now I get people from high school like they hit me up like, yo, man, I see you still going, keep it up. And it's like, yo, wow, that's cool. But you know,
yeah.
that's interesting to like always like have been known for it. I think that's pretty dope. And so
It was
does that put like pressure on you?
not really, because it was kind of like a hobby. Because I was always around music, like I naturally started dancing and singing when I was young. Because I was a funny kid. Like I was always like dancing and doing something. Like, but they looked at it as like a hobby. Like, oh, okay, like she's good at this. This is what she does. So it's just like, yeah, but nobody was telling me to be a professional singer. Like nobody was telling me that. Like they was just like, yeah, like you're great at this. Like you're great when you sing at church, and you're great when you like, just sing. So it was just a hobby. But then once I got to high school and I started doing shows and stuff, they was like, oh, you're good. And I was just like, yeah, I might take it a step further. Like this is.
Mm.
But and then I slowly got the support, and it was just like, oh, okay, like. But before, they didn't think it was like, oh, you could have a good career and make money as an artist. It was just like, get a government job, like,
So
yeah.
as far as support goes, what was the exact moment that you knew, like, okay, I could do this?
College,
Okay.
yeah,
Was
one
it
of
like a person, or did you like perform somewhere, or?
So at my school, Power 105 came one day, and I don't know, I guess it was scouting talent or something, and they was having people come up and like sing, like to like songs and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And one day, like someone who believed in me, like
So,
one of my like his guy friends, and this is like he was just like low key cool, like just one of those people you just naturally gravitate to, and he was just like, yo, like, what if I could get you up there? I was just like, put me on stage. He was like, yeah, like you would sing, like if I put you up there, like I was just like, I mean, I know that's song that he trying to sing, but he not really hitting the notes right. I can sing it better. Like,
mm,
yeah, I feel like you could like go up there, and I was just like, okay, and I sang the song better. Like
that's
it was
dope.
adoring type thing. So the really high note at the end, like he missed it by like just a little bit, just a little pitchy. And I went up there and I sang, and Charlamagne be giving, he say what he say. So it was kind of
Yeah.
like a and he was
Right,
like,
right.
all right. He's like, yeah, you did that. I was just like,
That's fire.
that's
That's
it.
fire.
Yeah. And from there I was just like, wow, like, I could do something with this. Like,
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, man, you had a really interesting start. I see.
It was interesting.
So,
It's been interesting.
so going back to the pressure, do you ever feel pressure to follow up on a moment like that? Like, do you ever
Uh,
feel
at that
like you have to top that moment?
at that moment, like in college, I felt like that. After that, I was just like, okay, I gotta do something. Like, I gotta be the best. Like, I have to master this craft. Like, I was in vocal lessons, and I'm just like, just working on myself, preparing like what I was gonna do. Um, I never wanted to go on like any like shows though, like American Idol, The Voice. Like,
Mm,
I love the thought of it, but I never wanted to go on it. Like, it wasn't for me. Like,
right.
but um, I just knew, I just knew I was gonna do something. At first, I just planned to be a songwriter and be in the background type of thing, do background singing and stuff like that,
Mm,
until I was ready to come out as a solo artist type of thing. Like,
mm,
that's what, yeah, that's what I enjoy doing. Like, I'd be writing other people's projects, helping them out with their sound, or um, before I left New York, I was doing vocal lessons,
mhm,
development, um, doing my performances. Like, I'm always outside. I'm always doing interviews. Like, just connecting with more platforms. And my goal was to go on tour.
mm,
And that's when life got funny, because that's when I went on tour, but I went on tour as PR, and it was just
mhm.
like I got what I wanted, but life kind of switched a little bit,
Right. Right.
and it was cool. So I did get to experience both. I did get to perform, you know, at the venues that I was doing the tours at, the managing. So
Nice.
yeah, so while I was on tour, I still got to perform, and it was cool. I got to experience the best of both worlds while trying to find the right balance of it for me.
Mm, that's dope. That's dope. I would imagine that too, because that was a hell of a position right there. Like you
Yeah.
living three different
Yeah.
lives.
All at once, trying to figure out, you feel me? Like sowing three different seeds and trying to figure out what's going to blossom first.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
you don't have no control over it.
That's how
Like,
you're supposed to do it. Just plant the seed and walk away.
yeah. Like, I be trying to tell people, like, you can only plant. Like, you can't make it grow. Like, you can only plant, give it what it needs, try different things, implement new things. But you feel me?
If it don't grow, it don't grow.
You and his purpose is gonna prevail. And it's either you're gonna go with the purpose, or you're fighting something, and you feel me? You know,
Nah, that's facts. That's facts.
that's how I see it.
I don't know. Nah, nah, nah. I totally agree with you 100%. So, what you working on, man? What you got? What you got coming up? What's
All
cooking?
right, all right. So we get into the goodies now. So I have my single Perspective out. You feel me? It's out. Check it out. Um, Cloud Nine is my unreleased single that I'm currently performing right now. Got a show coming up this Saturday in Atlanta. We in the A with
Oh, yeah.
it.
She in the A
Um,
with it.
okay, so that song I'm actively performing. I am planning for its release, so it's coming soon. 2024 is going to be the year of music. I got mad features that I have, you feel me, constructed,
Right.
and stuff that's getting ready to, be ready to be dropped. But definitely got a lot of features, and I have my EP that I'm working on. It's an extensive EP. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, y'all getting songs. Like, it's not gonna be no little
Let's go.
project, no little three, no little five. You feel me? I really just want to be like here, and just because
Yo, listen, I dropped 16 on them. I need you to come with that energy, man.
I'm coming heavy. So
Yeah, I dropped 16. I ain't even care, son.
right, and I don't care no more. So yeah, I might get 20. Like, but
Yo,
it's gonna be 20. Like, Yeah. So
Hala, you heard?
yeah, like the songs is already created, you feel me? It's just, production, making sure everything's right and, you know,
Nah,
uh
well,
the brand. I want y'all to see the brand in its fullness. I want you to see everything that I am, everything that I create, and I'm excited.
feel that.
I've been putting my all into it.
Shit, I'm excited, man. I need to hear some of that. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute.
I I know. But yeah.
So what's going on with this show that you got in the A? What's that about? You headlining or what?
I mean, pretty much.
Pretty much. Okay, talk about it. What you got? Let the people know what's going on. If they're gonna come to the A for you, you know.
Yeah, so if you in the A, you feel me? I'm performing at the Show Out Concert of the Year showcase concert. I don't. It's a concert. Okay, let's go. And we gonna have probably like we gonna have a lot of artists in the building performing.
Hmm.
I definitely like special guests. You feel me, Helena? Um, and we got a lot of other artists. Shout out to TV Chaz. She's the organizer of the event, and she's from Virginia. She out here putting on her first. I think this is her first Atlanta showcase. But I met her during Day Summit. She's a Virginia artist. She dope. She be performing around, uh, around the states and shit from the East Coast. And now she's touching the South. Putting on. This is not her first showcase, but this is just the first one she's doing out here. So showing love, gonna perform. And I heard we got a dope lineup of artists that they be like, it's like a whole crew of them and they go state to state performing and shit. Like they a
Hmm.
pack with it. So I was just like, okay, since y'all in my city, let me pop out, see what y'all talking about, see how I could join the pack and we keep it packing. Like,
Fire.
get you a good network of artists, y'all. Like, don't be scared to network and support each other because when you move deep, that's how you get the people to come out to the show so you can get paid for it. Like, bro, like we all out here, we all trying to perform. Don't be scared to go get a cop a
It's a
ticket.
fact.
Cop a ticket, bro. Like even if you can't yeah, like that's how we support each other, that's how we all getting this money. Like support your local artists, support your indie artist friends.
Yo,
Like
honestly, I don't understand why, why it's such a difficult thing. And it's like it, it it's so weird because it's like, okay, why would you rather go out and spend $3,000, $4,000 for you all the way up
yo,
here?
listen,
Like
anything for Bay, like anything.
anything. And you buying the food at the arena too or whatever, so that's already like another $50 just to feed yourself. Like when you could come to my event for just $20, maybe 15 or $10, depending on who throwing it. And you got enough money to go get whatever you want to get, whether it be food, weed, drinks, whatever. Like you got more. If you
Like,
come to my event, you spend like maybe $200 if you go crazy. But so like it's like what's going on? Like how come you don't see that? But
right.
again, I also understand sometimes it's like some of these artists when they perform, like they really are microwave artists. They really just pick up the pen, go to the studio, go to a show, and swear that's it. Like, and it's like, nah, bro. This really is a process. Like, you can't just like do that. You can't just be outside. Like,
Yeah.
word. But I mean, I can understand how they ruin the enjoyment. But at the same time, it's like, let's just say something like Day Summit Festival, where you got people coming from all around town or whatever. You know, and then you got these people. Let's actually talk about it. There was a show
Mm-hmm.
last year. Um, because I got to witness you in your tour manager role during Day Summit. Um, there was a show, right? And I think it was the damn. What stage was it? I'm really trying to remember what stage it was. Was you there for the DJ Pass?
Mm,
I,
I'm not sure.
nah. It wasn't DJ Pass, but I know it was a show that you was at. But anyways, the the person that was hosting the stage was saying to everybody like, "Yo, I need y'all to go crazy," but
I did.
yet everybody went up there and bombed like, and it was like they didn't bomb like they were nervous. They bombed like they were actually trash and didn't realize that it was real until that moment. Like it was actually this one this white boy rapper like it was so funny that like how he realized in that moment because he was rapping with his vocals or whatever, and then something happened with the song, like it just cut off in the middle, and he was like he got caught in the process, and he was just like bouncing around the stage, and then when the music cut off, he like opened his eyes like, oh, like yo, my fault, y'all, I didn't know, like, and it was like, come on, don't apologize now. It's like you had all that time to get ready,
Right.
like you done came from a whole different state to be here, bro. Like, what's up? You know, but it's just. It's just tough, man. It's just tough. Just being a dope artist, standing out and being authentic, getting your name out there, and
No.
just being. Yo, what up, Nate the Great?
Hey,
Word.
shout out. What's up?
Yeah, yeah. You got everybody tuning in right now. Word. I learned a lot. Shout out to you. Keith.
Hey, back.
Word. Shout out to you, Keith. That's a fact. This is what this platform is for everybody to learn. We drop gems. You know, I interview all the people that I know that's in the industry that's going through their roles. That you know, their stories. You know, matter to everybody. So, you know, y'all could tune in every Wednesday and Friday. Always got a guest. And right now we got Sarai Wildheart. If y'all got any questions, the bottom right is a chat bubble. Make sure y'all hit that up, man. Y'all can ask any questions. I got her for another 10 minutes. Let's do it. If you got any questions, let's go. But yeah, so uh, we talked about the music. We talked about the the tour management, the publicity, publishing. Sorry, did I say that? Sorry,
You said publishing, public relations.
public relations.
But you know what? Publishing is important. Let's we could touch on that a little bit. Like the gems I always tell artists, if you want to be a professional artist, get your publishing, man. That's how you gonna get the course. That's how you gonna
That's a
get.
fact.
Don't just drop music to drop music. Like you
So,
put so much money into it, get some money out of it.
what are some good places people can go for publishing?
Um, you feel me? You got you got Sound Exchange. You got Song Trust.
Hmm.
You
I'm
got
on both of
what's
those.
the big one? I've been on some new shit lately. You feel me? I've been doing a little everything, trying to figure it out. You feel me? And that's what
Mhm.
you gotta do. You see what's gonna work for you. Um, but you feel me? I do the distro kid. Like, make sure you have your PRO. Make sure you get your ASCAP, your BMI. Make sure you get both. You feel me? If you're a songwriter, you're gonna need both. You feel me?
Oh,
But
you can have both?
yeah, you have both.
I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I
Get
only got
you an
BMI.
account so it can save you them contracts.
That's crazy.
Like,
I didn't know that. Wow.
yeah.
That's
See, I'm
so.
you feel me, but I got the BMI too, just because. And I realized I work with a lot of BMI artists, so to make sure I can get my mechanicals on that side,
Hmm.
got to get the BMI, got to slot them that number.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
So
exactly. One of them is
that-
free. The songwriter one is free, but if
I believe ASCAP is the one you got to pay for.
yeah, if you're doing the publishing through them, you gotta pay for it. Yeah, it's like
Mm.
50, depending on I think which one.
50 a year, right?
Nah, it's just a flat payment. Like I paid it once, I never paid it again.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Nah, that's fire. I'm definitely gonna tune into that word. I need to get in on that.
And
Um,
this is
what's up?
no 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 sponsoring, but you feel me? They have big networking events yearly that you can attend to you feel me,
Hmm.
get your stats up, like get your
I
exposure
need to
up.
start going to some of those. I'm not gonna lie.
Same. I try to make plans to. Some I make. Well, I haven't really made one yet, but I've been trying, but it ain't been working.
Shout out to Ray Cloud. So Song Trust is not just for overseas. I have that as well. I'm with Song Trust. It's for all platforms, but you can also access your overseas royalties. It's for collecting, if I'm not mistaken, it's for collecting your performance royalties. It's for wherever you perform at. You get to collect your royalties for that. So let's just say if you perform at the O2 Arena in London and you log in your information, you get all your royalties from whatever, was going on, how many people bought tickets, and all of that is tied into all of that. So um yeah, man, it's deep, man. It's deep. It's a great platform. It's you do gotta pay for it, I believe. Or is it Sound Exchange? I know same thing with Sound Exchange and Song Trust. One's free, the other one's not. But yeah, now they both great platforms to have for sure. They collect all your like royalties that you're missing out on, like airwaves, all like the radio play, the clubs, theaters, all types of royalties, man, that we didn't know exist. So y'all should definitely tap into those two platforms if y'all are artists and y'all release music. I will say quality music because it makes no sense if you make trash to like go out your way looking for these endorsements, because 9 times out of 10 a lot of people is not really gonna rock with it. Sorry to burst your bubble. Um, but yeah, so also speaking on the realm of releasing quality music, are you going to stick with the streaming platforms, or are you ever going to like bounce away from it?
Stick to what streaming platforms or not?
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely believe there has to be a pivot from it because they ain't trying to pay us. They ain't trying to pay us nothing. Um, but I'm figuring out what that looks like for me currently. So we'll see.
Mm.
I definitely
What do you think? What do you think holds you back?
um figuring out how I'm gonna set up my own platform first. Because if anything, I would just get my own app for real, just to have one to just have all of me, like make it simple.
What would you call your own app?
Man, Wildheart vibes. What?
Okay, heard you. Wild Heart Vibes. That was quick. You truly believe in
Yeah,
it?
free spirit Wildheart.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. Um, yeah, man. So, since somebody got no questions, I'm gonna let you go. This has been a really great interview. I do appreciate you for being a part of it. This is episode 20, man. Episode 20. So, um, you got to see how we do it now. This is going to be something much bigger moving forward, and I'm really excited for everything. So thank you to you again.
Really
Thanks
appreciate
for sharing your
it.
gems.
Shout out to the audience for tuning in. Y'all been good conversationalists. Fact. Shout out all
Yo,
y'all.
shout out to everybody for tuning in for real, man.
Stay tuned. New
It's up
music coming
to
in. Oh, tune into my stories. I might be going live this weekend for my show, so y'all can see what's going on, how I really gives it up. So, but follow me. I follow back.
Oh, yo, real quick. Ray Klaus said 80s or 90s hip hop. What you prefer?
Mm, 90s.
90s. Let's go.
80s was fire, but 90s, that's
I feel that. I feel that.
yeah.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Y'all follow her, Sarai Wildheart. She's really dope. If y'all need y'all business straightened out, y'all holler at her for that. Whatever you
Oh,
like for her, like that she does, make sure you tap in with this person and then get it done. So
let's get it.
yeah, man.
Facts. Later, y'all.
Yo, shout out to everybody for tuning in. Yo, Key, appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. And every Wednesday and Friday, man, I always got a guest. You could tune in, ask a question, This is a safe space for everybody. Like I said, I want everybody to learn something, whatever position you're interested in the industry. Whether you want to go mainstream or independent, we got some type of knowledge for you. So tap in. It's always gonna be a vibe. But everybody, that's it. That's episode 20. On Friday, we got AE the Broken Artist. This guy is a phenomenal artist. He's actually on the album as well. So, yeah, y'all tune in on Friday. And we're going to have a great time. Team Reef merch is available. The Unexpected Volume 3 is available, even Bandcamp. Tap in the link in the bio. Give me a follow if you like what's going on. And I'm always here. Peace.